um, community follow-up and Q&A session for Agile Ventures, and I will be online for 30 minutes. Let's hope that some Agile Ventures members can join me. I had to do some stuff with my computer, reboot and reset, and all of a sudden I look like the orange man on my display. I have no clue why, but I guess that the lighting is a little bit off and the color correction is not working. So so yeah, I don't know what's up at all, to be honest. Visual presets, dramatic. No, we don't want to go dramatic. We don't want to go flashback. We don't want to go inverted. Action movie. This one is called action movie, actually. Well, I guess no. That's perhaps this one. Winter green. Oh no, we don't want to go winter green. Heat map. Oh no. And cell shade. No, no, no. We're gonna go this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Or should we go with none? What's Yeah, we're just gonna go with none actually. I think none is the best one. All right, let's get after it, folks. We're gonna talk a little bit about the latest development on Agile Ventures. Of course, just an introduction for those of you who don't know what Agile Ventures is. We are a online programming community, but we are also a charity organization. And my name is Thomas. I, together with a few other uh, volunteers, we are running this charity and making sure that uh, good things are happening. And so, what are we looking for? Well, the charity the purpose of Agile Ventures is twofold. Uh, it is to make sure that our members can develop and grow as programmers and developers, project managers, everything related to IT, whether it's online marketing or just capturing requirements, working in a tech company or something. If you want to sharpen your skills one way or another, you can do it here. Doing so we've tried to provide a myriad of opportunities for people to do that, to grow. Uh, and so uh, the other part of our mission is to help other nonprofits to get better support and a better organizational structure by employing software. And we can help out to build that software. So, if you are running a nonprofit organization, you can reach out to us or to any of, to me personally or to any of them of our members, and pitch your idea, what you would like to build that you can potentially use for good, but can't or can't necessarily afford or know how to go about to build yourself, and so on. And so, if we can get some traction, and if we think that this is a worthy cause, then we will be happy to help you out one way or another. So what we try to, when I say gain some traction, what we can do is that we can present this idea to our members and try to form a project around your idea and see if you can get this thing to happen, to basically build this for you. Uh, and if you don't have a budget, that's perfectly fine. We assess proposals from anyone, uh, and you might not have to pay us anything. If you do have a budget, for instance, if you get a grant from another governmental or non-governmental organization to build your software to work on this project, then we of course want to tap into this, and we also want to get compensated for our work, and we want to be able to give our volunteers some form of compensation for what they do, if there is some money in the ecosystem. Again, if there isn't, then we can still take a close look at it, and we've done things totally pro bono in the past, and we can do that for you as well. So do not hesitate to reach out to us, even though you don't have a budget. And if you do have a budget, then we can put on some professional services, put together a professional team, um, and build this for you. Now, in terms of our activities that we run. Oh, I just passed on the screen here. In terms of the activities that we run for our members, individual members, we do run projects like the ones that I just spoke about, and we offer growth and training through practical implementation of your skill sets. So basically, this sounds very fancy, but what it basically means is that we work on projects together, and by working on real life projects, you learn to be good at working at projects, and with all that comes with it: planning, delegating, taking on tasks, defining tasks, assigning them, and so on. So we believe that the best way to learn is to work as close to real life settings as possible. And so that's what we provide. We provide a real project for you. And we work in a process that we refer to as open learning or open process. We also sometimes use the terminology crowdsourced learning. And this means basically that there are no bosses or teachers and coaches per se in a regular Agile Ventures project, but rather we try to approach every problem set as an individual in its individual setting as a team. And in that team, there might be people that have worked with something similar. There may also be people that have never seen this kind of problem set before, and we try to solve things together, and by that learn and spread the knowledge and develop our skill sets. So the name Agile Ventures derives from the fact that we cherish the agile way of thinking and approaching project work. And so we practice either Scrum or Kanban, and we also follow a lot of the good practices that are outlined in XP. XP stands for Extreme Programming, meaning that we pair program, we employ continuous we write automated tests. That's really important. We employ continuous integration and continuous deployment. We work with this outside-in approach to test-driven development, where we work in very user-focused and work our way in through acceptance tests and unit tests, if possible. We do look at best practices, refactoring your code, making code readable, sustainable, maintainable, and so on. So by working on our projects and taking part in our events, not only gain experience by coding, but also experience from using these technologies and these methodologies, so that you can truly become better at your profession. And we try to target both new developers as well as seasoned developers. And in my opinion, and I'm a great advocate for this workflow that I truly believe works for everyone, we have something to offer to all our members. Now let's imagine that if you're totally new to programming and you just want to try out things, you want to practice a little bit, you want to see if programming is anything for you, then we offer small workshops and small training programs. And I will be talking about a specific training program that we are in the process of launching as we speak, actually. And smaller projects where you can try out how it is to work in a real project with a project manager or a product owner and so on. And if you are more seasoned, you can take on the responsibility to actually leading a project, and then not only can you continue to code and build features and ship features, but you can also develop your interpersonal skills, your communication skills. You can lead others, and coach others through their work. And you can also, of course, pair program with a lot of different people. And I think that's a truly important thing, to be able to work with people with different competences, different ideas about things, different experiences, and so on. I think that diversity truly enriches us, and not only is Agile Ventures spread across the spectrum of all the competences and skill levels, but we're also, our members are also spread around the world. So I've been very fortunate to be able to work with people from all over this planet, all the continents, Asia, Europe, of course, South America, North America, Africa, the Oceania, all the different places. Um, and actually, I think that on our website, on the dashboard, we do have a map of. Oh, shoots! We couldn't access that. Well, that was a bit of a pity. We're gonna have to work on that. Just expose the bug in our application. What? We got a 500 internal server error on that page. So that's weird. We're gonna have to take a look at that. But it's all about learning. It's about coding and pair programming and growing as a developer. And I see that Luke is with me. Hello, Luke. I'm running a community follow-up and Q&A about Agile Ventures at this point. So welcome. If you want to join in with audio, that is also, as always, possible. I would love some company, actually, but I do understand if you're busy. I will, though, post this message anyway. There's something truly wrong with my computer. No, I can't do that. That's awesome. No, well, I don't understand what's going on, to be honest. I just had to reset a lot of my moderation. Okay, right. So that's a bit of a shit show, isn't it? I had to reset my computer because I had like 25 gigabyte worth of junk. So that was a bad thing. Oh, are you guys having a GT? All right. Oh, are you guys having a GT? All right. Awesome. That's great. You should have that. So let me just paste the link to the chat. If you want to join in, that's perfectly fine. Right. So let me just tell you guys a little bit about what's going on. Now, as you know, I was appointed. Well, perhaps you don't know, but I was appointed to the board by the board of trustees of Agile Ventures to become chief executive of the charity, for which I'm very grateful. It's a great honor, and I've been at the helm for 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks soon, and I've been reaching out to a lot of old members and new members, and having had the privilege to talk to a lot of you guys, and just listening to what you want us to be focusing on, and what you want us to work on. And so I've gathered a lot of input, and it's really interesting to talk to a lot of people in this setting of a community, because there are so many fantastic ideas and great stuff that comes up to the surface when you actually spend time one-on-one with some people, and not only tell them what you want to achieve and what you want to do, but also listening to their ideas. And I know that between me, the trustees, which are Brian, Ethan, and Ming, and also Mike, that is a community organizer here at us, that is probably known by many of you. We've been working really hard to get this community back on its feet. 2020 was sort of a downward period for the charity for many reasons, but now we truly feel that we can achieve some really good things. And speaking of the devil, Mike just joined me in this chat. I guess that expression perhaps is not very good. But hello, Mike. How are you doing?
Hi Thomas. Yeah, I'm a little unwell, but yeah, I'm doing well.
Uh,
Generally,
did you catch a cold or what's going on?
yeah, I caught a cold, and it's rather more intense. I don't know what happens these
Oh,
days with colds.
oh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, but yeah, I'm doing better already.
I wish you well, and I hope that you get back on your feet as soon as possible. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah, how's it going? How are you on your side?
I'm okay. I'm just running my follow up that we have, and we run these follow ups on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays right now. So
Yeah, Friday, yes.
yeah, so this is the Friday one. And I was just
Yeah,
telling our viewers that we are working hard to reignite the community and the all the events that we're looking into. And
yep,
I just saw a message from, I guess it's an acquaintance of you, Okoth Kongo, right? He's
yes, of
planning to
course.
bring back the elixir mobs, uh,
Yep,
and that the OTP will still be the topic. By any suggestions are welcome. So guys, reach out to Okoth or to Mike, uh,
yep.
and so that can be a very good set of workshops and sessions. And you've been running these elixir mobs before, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's your
OTP,
impression?
yeah, OTP is an interesting topic because, okay, the approach is we normally use so much when we want to build even a simple application. For instance, we'd need a web server, or we'd need um, uh, let's just say a web server to serve maybe for instance, a very small application, like if you just want to display a clock on maybe some clothes, some ubiquitous um, uh, thing, this ubiquitous computing kind of thing.
Hmm.
So the approach with OTP is that you use as little as you need until you need what's next. So what they do is like they use processes to create parallelism
Hmm.
and those states of, uh, of your program that you're running, for instance.
Hmm.
So you have a process that has state, and this process can die and be supervised. So you can supervise it such that when it dies, it's spawned up once more. And yeah, it's a very interesting thing if you want to start small from the computing side of you. Sometimes you don't even need a database server.
Okay, so you
Sometimes,
basically, from what I understand, you basically define a lot of processes, and then you can
yeah.
so is that what you call when you spawn them, and then you can just check whether they're running or not, and then you can stop and or you can execute, you can start them whenever you need them, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So you have like this program that it's inbuilt within, it comes out of the box with the Elixir Phoenix.
Hmm.
It's called supervisor. So the supervisor will always just supervise your processes. And if one dies, it can spawn a replica of that. You just have to do the settings and yeah, and it's really interesting the topic with OTP. Yeah, because uh, sometimes you don't need all that we use to
Hmm. No,
build
no, of
just
course, right, right.
yeah,
Right. Interesting. Interesting.
yeah.
Is Elixir used for building information systems on the net, or what is the main use case for this?
So yeah, so Elixir, so the guys who built Elixir,
Mm.
uh, they I think they broke away from the Ruby community.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mostly similar to Ruby,
Mm-hmm.
like the The syntax. The only difference would be like it's like it's a functional programming
Yeah,
language.
it's
Yeah,
not an open it's not an object oriented
yeah, it's not
approach.
OOP.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to have your function execute something, and then that function, whatever is the output of that execution, is passed to the next function. Just the way when you write your program,
Yeah.
you will say like from this ls, I want to grab something. So you pass the output of the previous function
Hmm.
to the next function to be executed. So yeah, so it's mostly similar to Rails,
Hmm.
and there's a web framework. It's called uh, Phoenix.
Hmm.
So Phoenix is a web framework with Elixir, and it's been used to build lots and lots of web applications. And yeah, there's actually um, the book that we read. It's authored by Bruce Tate.
Hmm.
I don't know if you know Bruce Tate. Bruce Tate was once huge in Rails community, and he's currently so huge in the Elixir community. And yeah, it really mirrors Rails, Ruby. I mean,
Hmm.
if I will speak about it, yeah.
Okay.
So it's used for uh, I don't know how to call. I've just forgotten the word. But if you want programs that you will just put on the fridge, something to measure the temperature,
Hmm.
and something to put on maybe a watch,
Hmm.
something like that. I've forgotten how they're called. I wish your court was here to help me out because it's long since I used Elixir
Okay. Okay.
myself.
Okay. No problems. No problems.
Yeah, but it's used also for the web, and yeah, because it's just processes that run and are supervised, and they have state, and that's the interesting bit of it.
All
Yeah,
right, all right. Well, if you guys want to know more about Elixir and Phoenix, I guess that Mike and Okothi are the people to go. I'm just gonna link to a resource that I will plan to dive into. Uh, I am into reading as much code as possible. I like it. So I found this blog post about 17 awesome Elixir open source projects. So
yep, yep,
I'm considering, you know, instead of diving into a lot of theory and you know if I have time, I will of course join you guys. But
yeah,
reading some code would be very interesting. So that's what I'm gonna aim at. So
yeah,
here's
yeah.
uh,
There's a community member. I don't know what his name is. I can look him up. He shared an Alexa project that he developed for the Y Combinator project. You know the Y Combinator project,
nope.
where like they mentor like startups to. So what Y Combinator people do? It's like a mentorship program.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Y Combinator. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about them. Yes, of course.
yeah. So one of the community members developed like a very nice program about. I think it's about food something.
Hmm.
And he shared that link to me. And actually, that's one of the projects that we are looking to contribute to during this project. So
Awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Let me just look up the link and share with the
Absolutely,
community.
absolutely. All right, that sounds like a great plan, and I wish you guys well, of course, in working on this. So just to wrap up what I just want to inform our viewers about what we're working on. We are doing an overhaul of our main website, which is this website that you are looking at on the screen at the moment. And as you just saw, we were running into a 500 error on our dashboard, and that is because we effed up some one way or another. So we need to get that in place. Not cool to get 500 errors if you want to be a good programming community. So we're going to fix that, and we need your help. So there is a channel on our Slack that is called Website One. Just go in there. We are in the process of migrating this project into the latest release of Rails, and we sure would need and benefit from all hands on deck. So if you find any time to work on this, people, don't hesitate. We will, as I say, need your assistance. The next thing, what we are doing is that we're about to launch a training program for aspiring web developers, and that will be a 9 week long instructor led training program in JavaScript applications, React, databases, and all of that stuff. And that will be a course that will be offered to a group of 10 students that will be active participants in this camp. But it will also be streamed live on Twitch for everyone to access in a self-paced mode, an audit mode, and you will get, if you want, even though if you won't be accepted into this group of 10 students, you can definitely gain access to the course documentation, all of that stuff. And the curriculum will be based on professional training courses that my company in Sweden delivers to the IT industry, and they the participants will be selected through an application process. So if you feel that you would like to take part in that, or if you know of anyone that would benefit from such a program or participation in this program, make sure to reach out to us. Just reach out to me on Slack, and I will tell you what to do. I posted a link to this, or I posted a message about this on our Slack the other day, and I've already gotten a few applications. So we're in the process of doing that at this point. And then the final thing that I want to talk about is this is what we are doing right now. So we are new on Twitch. I do a lot of personal streaming. I think it's great fun, and it brings me a lot of joy, and then also a lot of good experiences from doing that. And we want to make a push on streaming overall to expand our audience. So we think that streaming is a good thing um, to do, to bring programming and live coding closer to people. And we've been doing it for many years already, but we haven't done it on Twitch. Streaming has been an integrated part of this charities or this community's process since inception. A lot of our scrums and a lot of our pair programming sessions were streams to YouTube, and we were basically a pioneer in bringing live coding and project work live to the internet. And my personal vision, is that we by entering Twitch, we can reach new members, and the community can grow. And you, as developers and as members here on Agile Ventures, can play a vital role in this by starting to stream yourself. If you need any support, we can give you that by basically uh, educating you a little bit on what works and what doesn't work in technology streaming, but also potentially offer you a bit of sponsorship if you become a regular streamer. So you know you should definitely reach out to me or Mike, and we can tell you more about this, how this can work for you. Uh, right, Mike. Anything? I saw that you posted two resources here on chat, and it's called Paper Cups. That's a great name. Tell us a
Yeah,
little bit about this project. What's going on?
Papercraft, I actually don't know anything about the project yet, but it's actually the project that the guy shared with me,
Hmm.
and he did it as part of his Y Combinator project. And what the project I think is about, uh, like you can create like the charts. You can create customizable charts
Hmm.
or bots with it, and it's the project I mentioned that we are going to be trying to contribute to, just looking at the issues and
Okay.
um, uh, yeah,
Awesome.
that's probably it. Yeah, about this project, and it's run by one of our community members, which is nice. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah,
That's awesome. So basically, and they offer a hosted version of this. And is this like a chat that you can integrate into your own website on top of this, like a widget or something like that, or how does that work? Do you know anything about that?
I tend to think so. I still don't know so much yet about it, but I think it's a widget that you can embed on your website, and the chat just pops up or
Oh,
something.
that sounds like a very good project. And I like that it's open sourced, and I
Yeah,
like the technology part of it. If it's Elixir, that's
yeah,
really good. And
yeah,
right, so you can sign up. Okay, register redirect. Okay. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be signing up right now, but this looks like
yeah,
an interesting project. So keep me apprised
yeah.
on this. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Actually, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, and adding on what you were saying about streaming, I think at some point there was this we've always had this dream of having a 24-hour run coding session
Hmm.
whereby you just wake up and over there in Sweden, and you find mates you can pair with in say we are working on the same project,
Hmm.
and we are distributed all over the world. So when I go to sleep, someone in Australia or Japan is waking up, and they are continuing with the project at the point where I left it.
Hmm.
And when they go to bed, someone in the US is waking up
Absolutely.
and dealing with what they were doing. And when I wake up here in Kenya, I continue doing what they were doing, and I can decide to work at night with people from the US and Australia. I can decide to work during the day with people from Sweden
Hmm.
and London and all that. And it becomes a 24-hour running clock of work on projects. And just imagine how beautiful that can be if
Absolutely.
all these sessions were streamed live, probably on Twitch. And yeah, we just keep doing something of the sort. So yeah, I say like our goal is to stream and stream big,
Hmm.
and create that kind of culture where you just wake up and have fun and go to bed and wake up and
Absolutely,
have fun.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
we're looking into technology solutions so that we can pass the stream over from one person to another seamlessly, so we can
yeah,
actually, you know, reach this 24-hour a day streaming session. And so that's a technology challenge. But
yeah,
another thing is that what makes this possible on any project is the agile approach, in my opinion. Like because by in this philosophy and in this practical implementation of agile, you split every feature down to very small chunks of solutions, or code that needs to be written. Of course, in a test driven way, so you can integrate everything nicely, and you can work with very small pull requests, very small integrations, and you just build on top of each other. But also by using technologies like Git version control, you can pass the code. So if you start working on something together with me, and we pair program on that, the Git ponging, passing code between the two of us could be one thing. But then
yeah,
a third and a fourth developer comes in. We have to go to sleep. They can work for another few hours, so they can seamlessly tap into our workflow just by reading the user stories, check out the acceptance criteria, and also taking over the code using version control and
yeah,
Git. So and then at the end of the road, the pull request is being created, peer reviewed, merged, integrated, deployed, and then we start the cycle again. And then so combining like streaming technologies, agile methodologies, version control, good practices, we can make this happen and work on projects basically with developers all over the world in all time zones, 24 hours a day. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
yeah. That would be beautiful,
That would be
Yeah,
beautiful.
that would be beautiful. Yeah,
All right. So
yeah,
with these
and
words, I just want to send off, the mantra that I usually use: never code alone. my friends. Never code alone. Code always with somebody else. Social coding is the way to go. It's fun, it's educational, and it's just great. And
Yeah.
our half an hour is up at the moment, so I'm gonna call it a day. Uh, Thank you guys for tuning in, and Mike, thank you very much for joining me in this session.
Yeah.
I'll be back online uh, tomorrow morning. I have some programming sessions coming up, and I know, Mike, that you are running the Python mob this weekend as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow night we'll be running the Python mob,
Awesome.
and just after this session, I'm looking up with a friend. We are going to be doing some algorithm stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, I missed the one that was scheduled for right now, but I'm just going to schedule another. And at the bottom of the hour, we'll be doing some algos. And yeah, we I'm gonna try to stream it. The last time I streamed, I think it was a mess. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't I saw that you guys are using Streamlabs or so, or what is it, StreamYard or
yeah.
something. Yeah, you should, you have access to Google Meet, so you should just log in with your Agile Ventures account and do what I'm doing. It's the easiest way to do, and you can reroute the sound. For that, you need a little bit of software on your. I can just tell you this. This is a little bit out of scope, but like in your you need to download a piece of software on your Mac
OBS.
that is called, well, OBS is one thing, but Black Hole is the Black Hole is, oh sorry, Black Hole is the thing that I'm using to be able to reroute my desktop sound over to or the sound from my Google Meet, sorry, to OBS. Do you understand? Uh,
Oh, okay.
so Black Hole, uh, let's see if that is the one. Hole, right, there it is. Right, this is the one that I'm using. So I'm just going to send you a link to that if you want to experiment a little bit. That is what works for me, at least. You understand? So
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. Please put on my Slack.
I will do that, of course. I will
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, it'll be too late for the quick message.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Mike. Thank you very much for tuning in. People, remember the future is written in code, and you shouldn't code alone. Always make sure to have somebody at your side. It is more fun, and it is basically the way to do things. Um, I'll see you tomorrow if you want, guys. And Mike, have a great session with those algorithms, and check in with me over Slack. And potentially, if you wake up early, you might want to jump in and do a little bit of smart contracts and Cypress coding with me. Okay? All right. We'll see. We'll see. Have a great afternoon and evening, everyone. Talk to you guys. Thank you.